what this shelf looks like. I went ahead and grabbed pretty much everything that was on my shelf and in the two other shelves beside it to put it up there and try to get it themed. So if you can't tell, I do have Simba on one end, the Divergent series, and then one of my Disney series, and then I have my Lion King, Loungefly, one part of the Harry Potter series with one of my girls' turtles until I can give it to him. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is supposed to be the play that they do in the UK for Harry Potter. The rest of the Harry Potter series and another child's turtle until I can find decoration, like proper decoration that I like, along with my Hocus Pocus book and the all new sequel. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoy. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another The Scarlet Bookshelf video. Today's pretty much my TBR day because last week I took the week off, or semi took the week off because of a lot of stuff, and plus it was the 4th of July. So with that being said, I wanted to go ahead and start the month out this week. We are going to be talking about my TBR list. With that being said, let's get rolling into it because I'm trying to get through my physical TBR. If I haven't shown y'all, I'm sorry. I'll show it in another video, something like that. But I am starting with It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I got it around the same time I got Verity, along with the sequel to it. It starts with Us, in hopes to be able to. Oh, can't even see my eyes. So I got that. I got this series. It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. So I wanted to start something other than what Verity was. And I read Verity. If y'all haven't seen it, I've read that literally for the whole month of April. And devoured it in the last few days in April. And was not expecting it at all. With It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us, the back says, sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She comes a long way from the small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn, maybe even a little arrogant. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and has a total soft spot for Lily. But Ryle's complete aversion to relationships is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love, and a link to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built for with Ryle is threatened. With this bold and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting new ground for her as a writer. It ends with us. It's an unforgettable tale. If my dog can quit doing. But anyway, sorry about that, guys. My younger dog, or he's younger, but he's also my bigger dog, is moving my tripod. So my tripod, because I'm doing everything in my room at the moment until I can get my own space to actually film for you guys without any disturbances. It ends with us as an unforgettable tale of love that comes at the ultimate price. Now, if you, I know a lot of y'all know that Colleen Hoover, she wrote Verity, which is a thriller. Like, it's a horror thriller. Well, I wouldn't say horror. It's not like deep into horror, but it's a thriller type love connection thing. That's like legit questioning my emotions. I think I've explained that in May, that Verity really had me questioning my emotions. So I'm hoping that it starts with us and it ends with us and it starts with us. It does the same thing. Like have all my questions and everything. It ends with us is pretty much as I said in the description or in the back synopsis about Lily and Ryle. It starts with us is Lily and Ryle again. But it starts with us, obviously. It talks about Lily and Ryle, how it's set much later. And everything pretty much talks about but it says that it's told from the perspectives of Lily and Atlas. It starts with us gives readers a deeper look into Atlas's past as he and Lily reconnect and rekindle the love they shared as teenagers while navigating a volatile ex-husband who believes Atlas to be one of the reasons his marriage with Lily ended. It starts with us, picks up right where the epilogue for the glorious and touching It Ends With Us left off, giving readers the exhilarating sequel to Colleen's best-selling phenomenon they have been begging for. So like I said, yeah, so honestly, I can't wait to read these and see how it goes. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping it's somewhat like Verity, but honestly, I know it's not, because it's, a series. God, if I can get words out. Sorry, guys. Again, they came in and I have no personal space. Literally no personal space. And then, like I said, that's book 1 and book 2 for my TBR. So yeah, that is going to be book 1 and book 2 of this month. Book 3 is going to be Twisted Pearls by Whitney Mayerl. She, if I remember correctly, is one of the indie authors that I follow on TikTok. And she had this, and I really wanted to read. She had this one, and I really wanted to read it. I got it during a giveaway from somebody on TikTok that is one of my moderators for my lives whenever I go live, because she knows my life is a little hectic at the moment. But Twisted Pearls, on the back it says, just two friends who find themselves heartbroken and bitter after divorcing their high school sweethearts. Together they decide to take the trip they've always dreamed of. What started as a vacation meant to heal their hearts and minds ended how they never could have imagined. One woman leaves with the possibility of new love, while the other woman leaves with an ominous feeling and a chill right to her core. Follow these ladies in a story full of love, heartache, and self-enlightenment as they make their journey through life and encounter their biggest fears yet. So this is about two best friends. I personally can't wait. It doesn't really, with her being an indie author, there are trigger warnings to this. I would advise, if you get this, I highly suggest reading the trigger warnings first, because some of the trigger warnings in here I can't say on social media, or I will be kicked. So I don't need that. But like I said, you can find her on Amazon. I'll put a link to the book, to this book, and to Maggie in the description, so that y'all can find her and find this book. If I get done with it before the end of the month, I'll do a quick review on it in one of my weekly videos, because this is going to be a weekly video now. And then the last one, you're going to see this later in the video, but it's 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. And with this one, it's like I said, you're going to see this at the end of the video. This 1,000 Boy Kisses follows two teenagers, and it has a sequel coming called 1,000 Broken Kisses, which is pretty much the sister of one of the main characters and a brother of the other main character, and how they grow up after they both kind of move on. I'm just going to say that. Move on. I'll read the back for you guys. He kissed me until there was no part of me that didn't know who it belonged to. He kissed me until my heart again fused with his, two halves of one whole. One kiss lasts a moment, but 1,000 kisses can last a lifetime. One boy, one girl. A bond that is forged in an instant and cherished for a decade. A bond that neither time nor distance can break. A bond that will last forever, or so they believe. When 17-year-old year-old Rune Christensen returns from his native Norway to the sleepy town of Blossom Grove, Georgia, where he befriended Poppy Litchfield as a child. He has just one thing on his mind. Why did the girl who was one half of his soul, who promised to wait faithfully for his return, cut him off without a word of explanation? Rune's heart was broken 2 years ago when Poppy fell silent. But when he discovers the truth of her absence, he finds the greatest heartache is yet to come. So this is another thing that I wanted to read. I saw the picture of this when I got my first Kindle to read. I read it, absolutely loved it. Could not find any copies of this anywhere. When I got it on Kindle. And luckily, years later, I found it at Walmart for like $10. Like I said, I'll post this one in the prequel, because the sequel down in the description, guys, because in case if y'all want to buy it, order it, whatever. Like I said, you'll see this at the end of the video, because this one and another one's going to be on at the end. Other than that, I shall see y'all in the next, well, I say next video, in the next portion of this YouTube video, guys. Bye! Okay, guys, so today is my monthly recap. With that being said, I am honestly just trying to, well, the last thing I remember reading was Wrecked last month, because it was an arc that I was reading, and then I was trying to get back into the Hidden Bodies by Caroline Kepnes, which is part of the You series that she has written, but unfortunately I put it down as a DNF on my DNF shelf. If you don't know what DNF means, it is a do not finish. I will link my Goodreads in the description for y'all, so y'all can follow me and see what I have. I am currently reading another arc called Hide, and it is coming out on the 16th. So when the release date happens, I'll be able to get the Amazon link for you all and put it in the description for that week's video. My next one, if y'all haven't seen my TBR from yesterday, that's pretty much what's going on, is that those are my next 4, so I'm really hoping to get that done. So my total is pretty much 5, technically 5, because I don't know how many chapters are really in Hide except for 13, since some authors like to give us 2 different times of the book, because sometimes they can do maybe certain chapters for the book, or maybe give us the whole book itself. But I have that, and then I have the 4 physical that I need to get done so that I can catch up on my TBR. But other than that, that's pretty much everything on our TBR. With that being said, I will see y'all in the next clip. Bye, guys. So, like I said, I was coming back to talk to y'all at the end of the week about some books. It is over books to read that I highly recommend on rereading if you already read them, or for me to reread in particular. If you haven't seen already, I did bring up 1,000 Boy Kisses earlier in the video by Tilly Cole. She is coming out with a sequel for this book called 1,000 Broken Pieces. And y'all already heard the back of this book. Tilly Cole also has a banned book, which I won't say here because you can't say it on any social media. But if you get it from anywhere, including Amazon, Etsy, stuff like that, it's not the actual book. So that's kind of out of the picture. It's the only thing. It's a dark romance. If you're one of those rare people who actually have a copy of the book, and it's the OG cover of the book, you're lucky. The next one is over Nicholas Sparks, The Longest Ride. I've read this, I watched the movie before I read this, and then, like I said, I watched the movie before I read the book. This one, as you can tell, is a Western romance, but it's also like a small town romance type thing. In the tradition of his beloved first novel, The Notebook, #1 New York Times best-selling author Nicholas Sparks returns with the remarkable story of two couples whose lives intersect in profound and surprising ways. The Longest Ride. Ira Levinson is in trouble. 92 years old and stranded and injured after a car crash, he struggles to retain consciousness until a blurry image materializes beside him. His beloved wife, Ruth, who passed away 9 years ago. Urging him to hang on, she forces him to remain alert by reminiscing about their lifetime together. Ira knows that Ruth can't possibly be in the car with him, but he clings to her words and his memories. A few miles away at a professional bull riders event, a Wake Forest University senior's life is about to change. Recovering from a recent breakup, Sophia Danko meets a young cowboy named Luke. Through Luke, Sophia is introduced to the world in which the stakes are high. Reward and ruin, and even life and death, loom large in everyday life. As she and Luke fall in love, Sophia finds herself imagining a future far removed from her plans. If the secret Luke's keeping doesn't destroy it first. Ira and Ruth, Sophia and Luke. Two couples who have little in common, and who are separated by years and experience, yet their lives will converge with unexpected poignancy, reminding us all that even the most difficult decisions can yield extraordinary journeys. Mountain Times says Epic Sparks showcases the author's most accomplished work to date. There are moments of perfection. I got this from Sam's because when it said Walmart Inc. And looking at the old sticker, I gotta get a new copy of this book. I got it from, like I said, I got it from Sam's, so I'm hoping to, like I said, get a new copy because it's water damaged. I've had it since the movie came out. But it balances between both couples pretty much, but you understand how they have somewhat stuff in common. Because it came out in 2013. It's a special Walmart edition, so of course I want to, have it. But other than that, yeah. This is pretty much it for the video for this week, guys. I shall see y'all next week. Bye!